Oh, we got some good news today. I'm very excited. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Democrats introduced transgender Bill of Rights to fight Republican anti-LGBTQ attacks. Quote, our transgender and non-binary siblings are hurting. This is delightful. Let me adjust my audio levels. And let's jump right into it. It's just good news all the way. As Republicans' attacks on transgender people continue nationwide, 5 Democrat representatives introduced a transgender Bill of Rights that would protect trans and non-binary people. The bill would ban discrimination against gender identity and expression in public accommodations, employment, housing, and credit. The bill would also ensure that gender-affirming medical care, including abortion and contraceptives, would ban forced surgeries on intersex children and infants. Intersex individuals are often subject to unnecessary genital surgeries before they can provide informed consent. The bill would also ban so-called conversions therapy, a pseudoscientific form of mental torture that purports to turn trans and non-binary people cisgender. The bill would also invest in community services to prevent anti-trans and anti-non-binary violence, as well as mental health services to assist survivors of violence and other community members. Last, the bill would require the U.S. Attorney General to designate a liaison within the Department of Justice of Civil Rights Division to enforce the civil rights of transgender people. The bill was introduced by Democrat Representatives I'm going to butcher these names, aren't I? Parmila J. Powell, David Cicilline, Mary Newman, Mark Takanako, fuck me. Man, I should probably just stop reading altogether. Newman, who just lost her primary election to a moderate, has a transgender daughter, and Jayapal has a non-binary child. The bill has 83 co-sponsors. That is heartening to see. 83 co-sponsors. Between January and May of 2020, Republicans in the state legislatures across the country introduced more than 300 anti-LGBTQ bills and legislation, most of them targeting transgender youth, Tankano said. Many of these anti-trans bills try to block youth access to sports, school sports, gender-affirming care, all of which can increase mental distress and suicidal ideation amongst trans people. That is amazing. I'll cap it off with their statement. Our transgender and non-binary siblings are hurting, they said, chair of the Congressional LGBTQ+ Equality Caucus. Across the country, radical right-wing Republicans have introduced hundreds of bills attacking the LGBTQ community, particularly transgender and non-binary youth, to score political points. As a member of Congress, we need to not just condemn these efforts, but put forth a vision of what equality truly looks like. The ability for trans folks to live free of discrimination is quite literally a life and death issue. This legislation is especially crucial right now, as right-wing extremists have grown increasingly vicious and targeted in their harassments of transgender Americans, both through the legislative process and outside of it. This is just all-around good news. I love it. It's beautiful. And that's going to make up today's episode. Just a good story for today's episode. Follow for more. They're usually not this hopeful, but I upload videos every day. If you want to support me monetarily, I have a Patreon. If you want to debate me, I have a Discord. All of that is linked in the YouTube, where you can follow me and find exclusive content like my debates uploaded every Monday. And with that, I bid you all a good day. This is great news, and I love it. I'm just going to end it there on a happy note.